Alrighty guys, we're back for some Is It Pirates, and this is a Lost Caverns of Ixalan early access standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some games, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Redcat, and I build all kinds of different decks, but I do prefer aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you. Also, we do get that Discord link as well as that Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? A whole bunch of new pirates to go over. Let's start with Captain Storm, Cosmium Raider. 2-mana, 2/2, legendary creature, rocking Is It colors up there. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target pirate you control. Dang, dude. Really cool build around. I mean, obviously, just like pirates in general was going to be a fun build around, but yeah, just having a bunch of stuff in here that also generates artifacts, gonna be awesome. Like our 1-mana Spyglass Siren, for example. This is a 1-mana 1/1 Siren Pirate, has flying. When it ETBs, you get that map token. Nice. The map token is a token artifact. For 1, you can tap it, sack it. Target creature you control explores. Activate only as a sorcery, unfortunately. And when you explore, you reveal the top card of your library. Put that card into your hand if it's a land. Otherwise, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So whatever creature's exploring, in other words. Then put the card back or put it into your graveyard. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Rocking a, no, I almost said a single. We do have 2 diamond pickaxes in here. This is a 1-mana equipment. Indestructible. Equip cost is 2. And equipped creature gets +1/+1. And whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token. Nice. So it doesn't even have to land in the opponent's face. It's just right when you swing, you get that untapped treasure token, which is really sick, huh? So we have 4 Goblin Tomb Raiders. This is a 1-mana 1/2 as long as you control an artifact, which is hopefully all the time in here. Goblin Tomb Raider gets +1/+0 and has haste. Beautiful, man. We got 3 Malcolm Alluring Scoundrels. This is a 2-mana 2/1 flash flying legendary creature. When it deals combat damage to a player, you put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost. Beautiful, man. And of course, it is a pirate too, so it's going to fit that theme nicely. Got all 4 Staunch Crewmates, 2-mana, 2/1 human pirate. When it ETBs, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact or pirate card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Yeah, I think this is always gonna hit something in here unless you get really, really unlucky. So since it's always hitting something, I think this card looks terrific. We have 4 Enterprising Scallywags, a 2-mana 2/2. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you create a treasure token. And descend is, you descend each time a permanent card is put into your graveyard from anywhere. So unfortunately, that doesn't include tokens, but it does include cards like from your hand if you're discarding and whatnot. So yeah, really neat creature. On to the 3-mana cards, we have Kitesail Larcenist. 3-mana, 2/3, flying, ward 1, human pirate. When it ETBs for each player, choose up to 1 other target artifact or creature that player controls. For as long as Kitesail Larcenist remains on the battlefield, the chosen permanents are treasure artifacts and lose all other abilities. So this is our choice spot removal for the deck, and I actually think it's going to be terrific. So let's see it do a thing today, right? We have 3 Breeches, Arrgh, Pillager, 3-mana, 3/3, first strike, Goblin, Pirate. Whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. So if you attack with 3 different pirates, you're going to get all 3 of these. So it's either create a treasure token, or target creature can't block this turn, or exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. So all 3 of those are terrific, dude. Holy cow. So we have a couple Plundering Pirates, 3-mana, 3/2. When it ETBs, create a treasure token. Yeah, it's an orc pirate. Think it's going to be relatively solid in here, but there's a reason there's only 2 of them, because it might actually be a janky pick, but at the same time, I don't know. Onwards to the 4-mana cards, we have all 4 Zephyr Singers. This is a 4-mana 3/4 with Convoke, so our creatures can help cast this. Has flying and vigilance. It is a Siren Pirate. And when it ETBs, you put a flying counter on each creature that convoked it. Dang, dude, I think this could do a ton of things in here. Like, we already have a lot of pirates that are flying in anyways, but all the pirates that aren't flying in, even just like, look at our Arrgh Pillager, like, we definitely want this to fly in, right? So I think this is going to be terrific. We have a 1 of Roaming Throne too. This is a 4 mana 4/4 ward 2. And when it ETBs, you choose a creature type, of course, pirates, right? Roaming Throne is the chosen type in addition to its other types. If a triggered ability of another creature you control of the chosen type triggers, it triggers an additional time. Nice. Yeah, just looks like it fits right in, you know, being an artifact creature too. So now the mana base, Cavern of Souls. As Cavern of Souls enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, pirates. You can tap for a colorless, or you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type, and that spell can't be countered. That is huge, dude. It's a little bit better than Secluded Courtyard in here, which has that same like top ability, we choose pirates and all that, but it doesn't have that whole can't be countered stuff. But you can activate creature abilities with Secluded Courtyard. Doesn't really matter in this build, so yeah, Cavern of Souls is going to be much better in here. Got 2 Stormcarved Coast, opting for the faster land with the Shivan Reef. We also have a Restless Spire in here, Crucible, and a couple Soaring Cities too. Do have a lot of legendaries in here, I would say, so getting this nice and cheap could be really good, and just be more of our removal or some tempo for this build as well. Hopefully the legendary rule doesn't hold us up too much on that land. But yeah, guys, that's everything. Let's go ahead, take it into some games, and see how we do. Right into that first game, guys. Let's go. Holy cow. Finding games easy peasy today in this early access event. Ooh, we go first, and we have no... Should we mulligan? We should mulligan. Wait. Yes, we should mulligan. Wait, 22 land. Okay, I'll mulligan. Oh, much better. Okay. I'm going to actually keep... Okay, so we're going to keep the 6. We're going to ditch the mountain, I guess, right? I guess that's fine. And I will not tell them what we have yet, and we'll get that diamond pickaxe down. It's going to go Cavern for Pirate, but yeah, this is much better to actually play our 1 mana card anyways. Which is why maybe we kept the mountain instead of the reef, and then we wouldn't have had to take that damage. Maybe. Okay, Pirate and Crewmate. See what we hit off the Crewmate. Ooh, okay, let's go Scallywag. Scallywag has the potential of giving us more treasure as time goes on. There's no guarantee we see a 3rd mana yet for a couple turns, so just getting more 2 mana cards in our hand seems a little better. Although, if we do see mana, okay, that's not bad. I was gonna say we could go treasure on the diamond pickaxe, get that swing off of Crewmate, but it's probably swing with the other Crewmate, right? And not with the diamond pick. We could keep the Malcolm open, but I think we just attempt the Crewmate. It can't be countered because of Cavern of Souls, so the 2 mana open. I guess spot removal would be a little better for them. It's in the land. Another Crewmate? Maybe. Sure. That's not terrible, dude. It really isn't. 3rd mana comes down. Candy Trail. Okay. So, Azorius Control, maybe an artifact version? Maybe. We do have the Singer if we want to convoke that down. If we go Pickaxe, we'll get 1 back. We could use that 1 to play the Diamond Pick. Is it just like Crewmate again? I feel like we're missing out on something, but I don't really know what. See if this 4 gets through. It does. Crewmate number 3. See what we hit. Gonna be spot removal now, or ooh, Captain Storm, right? Totally Captain. Yeah, every time we do that, we're just like shuffling away more lands, but hopefully we get some land soon since we're thinning out the deck with those Crewmates as well. Diamond Pick not doing too much this game. Celestis. Yeah, because even if we see land, it is not land, unfortunately. I was going to say, even if we saw it, we won't have Captain Storm and equip the pick, but we did have the other pick to play too. So if we go 1, 2, 3, I suppose if we swing, well, we got to be ready for a board wipe. So I think it's just a full swing, unfortunately. Right? And they still have 2 open too. Get lost. Ooh. Since we're going to play around a board wipe this turn, I suppose it's going to be Malcolm. Down to 10. Oh boy. It'd be nice to set up for that Captain Storm, but yeah, they have 5. Farewell would be brutal. Yeah, some mana off the top would go a long way. We should have 22 total in here, which should be fine. This poor Diamond Pickaxe just not being able to do anything. I feel like just spamming out the crewmates every turn was totally worth it, though. They'll probably go -5 here since they're at 11. Well, maybe they draw 2. Have a chance of... Yeah, they're going to go for the -5. That's fine. This flash is still going to be terrific for us then. And then, yeah, land off the top could be good, because we could equip Pickaxe. Well, it depends. Yeah, we could equip Pickaxe and still have 2. Okay, they still have 1 mana. Candy Trail. Scry 2. I'm scared. This is definitely Azorius artifact control. Oh yeah, the Urza Lord Protector in here too. Cool. Get that Malcolm down. They do get the Celestis ability going back up to 16 here. We definitely got to do damage a little faster. Oh, double Tomb Raiders. I suppose we could do that. We could also like get the Singer down too. There's like a really good reason I haven't been playing this, and that's because we want to get damage through instead of like set up a board, because as soon as we set up a board, then we have to play around a board wipe, right? So if we go this, that could be really good. But at the same time, just like swinging for 8 is a little better, right? I think so. We found the land. Let's go. What do we discard? I guess the second diamond pick, since the Cavern of Souls can't play it out anyways. We'll go pirate again. And I suppose we could explore. We could. Let's do that. Let's see what we see. Ooh, I think I keep that on top, right? Because that could provide some value for us next turn when we play it. Yeah, dude, the board wipes have to come down soon. Teferi gains them a little bit of life. Oh, they didn't use Celestis mana, so they must have enough mana in general to not worry about it. Oh, it's going to be -2 anyways off of Teferi. GG opponent, we got there. I wonder what they were searching for. So what I thought was going to happen was if they played that and used Celestis mana for it, then went +1, they would have gained a couple, and they could have untapped Celestis. So that probably means that whatever was in hand wasn't any removal or anything that they could do there. I wonder if it's just a couple of counter spells, and the Cavern of Souls just made it so that way our pirates couldn't get countered, right? That was sick. Great first game, man. Even not seeing that mana totally worked fine. Our hand was nice and stocked constantly. Still think it was definitely worth playing around that board wipe and not getting our Convoke creature down. Because you never know, man. Sunfall and Farewell are brutal, brutal cards. A card that we haven't seen much of recently was Depopulate, but you never know if that's ever going to make an appearance too. Okay. Opponent goes first. No way to get artifacts down for the Raiders, but I think this is keepable. Let's keep it and see how it goes. Gonna be a Restless Reef from the opponent. Okay, so we're instantly gonna go pirate and get the Tomb Raider down without taking like Pain Land damage or something. A 2-mana card would be sweet off the top, or another 1-mana card too. Something to, yeah, if we can spam more creatures on the board, that way if they remove one, we'll still have the Singer in time. I wouldn't mind that. I guess technically as long as we keep 1 on the board, we'll have Singer on 3, which could be fine. Another Restless Reef, okay. Let's go ahead and... I guess this is the Reef turn here. Oh, we both have a Reef. Nice. Very nice. All right, let's swing first. See if there's a cut down. No cut down. Yeah, we have the Shivan Reef and they have the Restless Reef. I would not mind giving these flying counters and try... Ooh, Sultai. I wonder if it's going to be Sultai fight rigging, huh? Maybe. If they get a good creature down, we probably want to turn it into a treasure, right? Also turn one of our creatures into a treasure so the other one gets plus, and that doesn't seem that doesn't seem good. Unless we want to ramp with it. It's probably Singer for the turn. Any amount of flying, if it is going to be a Sultai fight rigging, then getting over big old chunky creatures on the ground seems important. Undead Butler. Oh, Sultai Graveyard. Ooh, okay. This should be fun. Did find a 1-mana card, so that's good. We could use that. Just gonna like hold on to the courtyard for now. This gets us a map, so the Tomb Raiders are gonna be 2/2s. And when this dies, exile it when return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, so they probably return the Cruel. So I wonder if, yeah, we just, instead of doing this, let's explore onto the Siren and see what happens. And then use these, all of them. Oh, Captain. Okay, we'll keep that on top. And then use all of them for the Singer. Yeah, the Tomb Raider loses the 1 because we don't have an artifact anymore, but I feel like it was worthwhile to spend all of our mana since I wasn't planning on attacking into the Butler, but instead waiting until we could swing in the air. Now the question is, can we get some artifacts down onto the board too for the Tomb Raiders to do more damage? Even so, just having them in the air feels terrific here. Undead Butler, which we could have still just put him into the air and not did the map, right? Yeah, no, we could have done that. We would have 1 mana open, and then these still would have been a 2/2. So I guess using all the mana there wasn't necessary. Or we could have kept the Siren untapped and used the mana that way too, right? So, yeah, I guess that really depends. Okay, Pirate. What do you got here? What is this? Souls of the Lost. Dude. That's looking like a treasure, huh? No, maybe not yet. Maybe we hold on, take some damage. We're getting a good swing here. No way to get that artifact back on the board outside of the... Well, this is more flyers too, is the thing. All right, let's swing. Let's swing. I was thinking, yeah, if we give ourselves a treasure off of something, but I'm just gonna go Captain Storm instead and just save these 2 things as a couple turns in a row of removal. And hopefully it works out in our favor. Yeah, I'm regretting getting rid of that map token, because that would have been a couple extra damage in the air every turn. But it's also not terrible because we got the counter on the Siren anyways, and we got to see the Captain and keep it, which could have been like another land, and maybe that would have just went to hand. So yeah, I mean, the exploring was probably worth it still. Just second guessing here. Anything off the top that isn't land would be a good draw, I think. Well, another 3-mana card would be relatively bad too, right? Let's take the 8 for the turn. Ow. Power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Oh yeah, here's the ancient one. This might still have fight rigging in it too, so... Discard a card. Oh, no. Okay, let's keep the Singer and get rid of one of the Larcenists, just to give the captain flying when it comes time to. Okay, land off the top, but Restless Spire isn't that bad, is it? So we can go Restless Spire. Get the Larcenist down. I could turn one of the... It doesn't make much sense to do that, though, does it? So, submit 0. You are a treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we can successfully swing. 1, 2. We want to give flying to this. Right? So we're swinging for 3. Go down to 10. Okay, hopefully they don't have a board wipe. Everything has flying on this board now. And pretty much anything off the top would be decent. Especially something that gives us an artifact too. Anything that gives us treasures or... Urborg Lurgoyf. Any life gain there? They're at 10. Looking for some removal too, right? Everything's on the ground. This is a full swing if I've ever seen one, huh? Swinging on in. Nothing for that one treasure, which could have been a cut down. GG opponent. Wow. I feel like a lot of things could have been optimized that game, but luckily it didn't end up mattering. Very cool deck from the opponent. I thought it was going to be a Sultai fight rigging, but it was like Sultai Graveyard, which looked really cool, man. So, very nice. What do we got here? What is this? An old card. Ew. Alright, let's hop into some more games. We are 21 minutes in, making good time, I would say. We definitely have time for like 1 to 3 more games, I would say, right? I think so. Either way, let's go ahead and pause until the opponent... Oh, there we go. Hey, hello, good game again. Hi. This is my second game against Hello Good Game today. That's cool, that's cool. Cavern of Souls. Ooh, see, I don't really like not seeing the extra mana here. We're gonna try this, though. I think it's still a decent hand. And any mana off the top would be good for a couple turns. Not too many turns, just a couple. And a 1 mana card would obviously be really good here, too. Okay. So let's go ahead and get Caverns and go Pirate. Or I guess it should have been Island, right? I guess it doesn't matter based on what we have in the deck, but it might matter based on what they end up playing around, right? So maybe it was Island for the turn. Cavern, okay. Yeah, let's do it. Pirate. And let's go with, we could flash. I'm gonna go with Captain Storm. Because Breeches can come down next turn, and then when we swing, we go Treasure Token and get that counter. 3 blind mice, okay. Okay, I feel like I should be scared here. No swing. Mountain is not terrible. Get around the double block with that treasure, so let's do this. Let's do this. Swing, treasure. Boom. +1 counter. We still have that treasure, and the island comes down next turn. So we probably want to start flying in, so the Singer's not looking like a bad choice. Go Scallywag, and still have enough for the Singer. 1 or more creature tokens would be created under your control. Oh, 3 times that many instead. Oh, buddy. Okay. Okay. So let's go... We can't swing into that. Let's go Scallywag. And we could go Malcolm and then still tap everything down. I'm kind of concerned about a board wipe here. We can't go Scallywag and tap everything down because we need double blue. So... Yes, let's do that. Double blue. Singer. Everything goes into the air for next turn. Okay, I'm terrified of a board wipe. Thank you. Alright. Apprentice's Folly, dude, this is so sick because they can copy. Yep, because it doesn't have. Oh my goodness, dude. They have haste. They have haste. Are we dead? We're dead. That's 20. That's 20, dude. Oh man. Hey. Good game. That was anyone's. That was sick. That was so cool. Good game. Apprentice's Folly with that. Yeah, that's so perfect because it doesn't have legendary and it gains haste, so it just becomes just super deadly all of a sudden. You just get 3 of them. Wow. Wow, really neat. Okay. Onwards. Your deck did a thing there too, right? It was totally super deadly, but so if I would have kept any blockers back, if I would have kept 1 blocker back, or 1 extra blocker, we'd still be in there, but then we'd have less flyers in the air, so I think that was leaning towards them after that, right? Especially with that Apprentice's Folly. Good hand, yeah. Probably start with the Soaring City, so that way we're not taking turn 1 pain damage. Right into Captain Storm, probably. Yeah, it's too bad we're not getting extra artifacts on the board with Storm out there, but... Rain Portal. Huh. I haven't seen Terrain Portal in a while. I had to see what set it came out in, too. Okay, they get the Explorer. So again, no pain damage here, which is good news. And Scallywag, I guess both would be fine, right? Both would be completely fine here. Start with the swing. Get the Captain down. I think Captain might be a little better based on what we end up drawing here, too. Either way, Scallywag comes down and we have the Singer. Dude, the Convoke on the Singer has been so easy so far, and the fact that it's a pirate and everything, too, and getting, like, these essential creatures above the ground blockers, that's just so sick. Cavern of Souls, Merfolk! Let's go! Alright. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, here's a Tidebinder in the grave with flash and 3/2. Doesn't have flying. What's this now? Enters the battlefield. It explores X times. They go ahead and do that 1 time. So they have a couple 2/2s on the ground. They go for the swing. We're going to let that go through for sure. Okay, Larcenist. So it's probably Scallywag and just get the Singer down, right? I think so. Yeah, we're not going to be able to descend this turn, unfortunately, but... everything has flying again. That is just so cool, man. That is so neat. Yeah, getting above the ground blockers is so essential in so many different games. And then as soon as they get something like that has reach, then we just go Larcenist and turn it into a treasure token. Okay, so I wonder if we explore before anything else here. They have 3 mana open. So... alright, let's do it. And let's activate it on the Siren, spread out the damage potentially. If it's a land, at least we're getting it off the top. Captain. I guess I'm sending it. I don't really want another Captain. Even though there might be a chance that we're losing it here. Alright, here we go. Full swing in the air. Oh, and the descent happened, luckily, off of the Explorer, so that's good news. So we'll get a treasure. And I wonder if we go Larcenist, do we play around a board wipe? Probably not. Right? No, I am gonna. I don't know what I'm playing around, but I'm playing around something. I'm not playing this yet. Maybe we need to remove, like I said, like a reach creature next turn or something. Tidebinder. So they go ahead and counter that ability. Counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that permanent loses all abilities for as long as Tidebinder remains on the battlefield. That's pretty brutal, actually. Since we don't get the treasure, we don't get the extra counter on, like, Captain and stuff. Terrain Portal doing a lot of damage to them. Just the battlefield, target creature you control explores. We're still at 18. They have 3 available. And we do have enough in the air here. So they need to find some removal. What's this now? Attacks target creature that crewed it this turn. Explores. Nice. A good game, opponent. Let's swing in that air. Let's not swing on the ground, just in case. You never know. There's like something that I'm missing that just gives like lifelink to a creature or whatever. That would suck. You battlefield. Yeah, man. Yeah. When it works, it works. What's fun about the early access though is everyone's just trying new things and just like doing a whole bunch of like I guess really neat things, not just like meta stuff, you know? So we get to like we really get to showcase these builds in early access, which is just really nice. Each one has kind of sort of been doing a thing too, so we still have time for 1 or 2 more games as well. So let's go ahead, pause the recording until an opponent shows up. I'll be right back. Okay, an opponent has arrived. Is this keepable? It might be pretty bad, but I like that we already have the 3 in hand for the, oh, I thought this was a different card. Okay, well, we're probably fine, right? Everything's fine, guys. No haste on that, unfortunately. It's been a lot harder to get artifacts on the board than I was originally thinking, so that's something to bring up in the final thoughts, for sure. Yeah, it's been much harder to keep artifacts on this board. Although I'm using like my own map tokens and stuff too, so. Ooh, is this gonna be Rakdos Sacrifice? Secluded Courtyard. Yep, no turn 2 play. Pirate. Yeah. Could have been Reef too, I suppose, but let's swing. Let's see what they do with that freebooter. Because a block isn't bad either, so. Oh, Xander's Lounge here, so Grixis Sacrifice potentially, right? And another blue source on the shores. Swing for 1. They'll have 3 open, so offering, create a treasure token, draw 2, and a map token. So they could do an offering again. Okay, they go right into the ancient one. Wow. So let's go Stormcarved Coast. Let's go, okay, first of all, probably just, yeah, let's get one of our Breeches down. Swing in with the pirate, get a treasure token. Yes, treasure token. That's 2 damage going through. Now we're going to need to do a little bit more, a little faster if we're going to want to keep up with what I can only assume is a mid-range, like, Grixis Sacrifice. Nixilis. Since it's an 8/8, bro, they just go -7. Oh, I guess it's only 7 life. Okay, for some reason I thought this was way more. I think I'm thinking of Soaring. But yeah, no, they can do that for themselves and draw a bunch. That's actually pretty dangerous though, because they don't know how potentially explosive the deck can be over here. I guess they could have some spot removal still. Annihilating Glare, they do. Breeches is gone. So we don't have great swings at the Ob Nixilis regardless, since they had the blocker here with the Devil too. Oh my goodness. So Grixis, Ancient One, Ob Nixilis, right? I bet it's 4 of each of those just for that combo. That is so scary. And obviously, like, I bet... Yeah. I bet Sheoldred's in the build, right? Because if Sheoldred is in the build, then you would target the opponent. That is really sick. So if we go Plundering Pirate first, we could still get Breeches down. It's a little bit more. Wouldn't mind turning that into a treasure. No, it's not like we have... Okay. So we do Plundering Pirate first. We gotta kind of get more onto the board state here. That goes back down to 1, but when we swing, and we want to swing at the token Nixilis, on the Breeches you go, can't block this turn. so we slip right by the 1/1 Devil without any issues. So Breeches number 2, super essential for that turn, man. So hopefully, I mean, they drew 7. They drew 7, guys. I can only imagine it's going to be more spot removal. Discard a card. They're going back up to 12. I think we can successfully decline for a little while here, because that's just for the damage. Either way, they're going to be gaining the 2 since they have the Devil. Freebooter. This looks scary, dude. This looks super scary. Oni call? Okay. Okay, dude. Nice. Okay, what are more artifacts you control? Leave the battlefield. So that will work with the treasure off of Freebooter. Luckily, it doesn't just work because the with Freebooter in general, because the bottom ability is sacrifice an artifact. So luckily, they can't just sacrifice Freebooter. But yeah, the treasure works, which is really neat. Okay, so they go Reckoner's Bargain. They draw 2. They get the treasure on the Freebooter, which they can now use with the Oni called Anvil. This looks wild, man. Holy cow. If we pull this back, I'll be a little bit surprised. So now they have 2 chump blockers on the ground, which means they can successfully spare the Ob Nixilis for the turn. Well, if we full swing into Ob Nixilis, they still have the Oni Cult's ability here to tap. Oh, they just sacrifice the treasure for mana. Speaking of which, Larcenist seems pretty bad in that case, right? Because they could just use that too. They only get the 1/1 on their turn, right? Triggers only once each turn. Okay, yeah, that's a problem, isn't it? Okay, let's get the island down. Can take 1 out of the equation. The other 2 are going to get through. We need those. We need, okay, 3 to face, 2 over here. Activate all 3 of the abilities. So we go treasure token, can't block on the Devil. See what we see off the top? So they go Oni Cult, sacrifice an artifact after the block if they want. Spyglass isn't bad. So they have 1 block, and then the other 2 gets through, so they should block the Breeches for 3 less damage. Since the Ob Nixilis is dying regardless, right? And then we go Spyglass for the turn. Hopefully there's no board wipe. Did we descend this turn? No? We probably want to go wide, don't we? We probably want to go wide here. And you know what? Let's activate the map token too. Maybe we'll get that descend. And we'll put it onto the Siren since it has flying. Just to land off the top, so no descending that time round. But I think that was worthwhile for sure. Activating that descend. Okay, let's see the board wipe. Acquisitioner. That's not a board wipe. Are we safe for now? There's some spot removal on some of the ground pirates. Alice Sellsword. Get a treasure token. And then they have Oni Call again. They're going to gain a little bit back. Still have 3 mana open, guys. This is wild, man. I feel like it was pretty essential to take care of those Ob Nixilis. Getting rid of both of them. Okay, ping 1 to the flyer. Reckoner's Bargain restocks their hand. It could easily be just more spot removal here, too. They go for the Sellsword as a 4/4. That's a great target to turn into a treasure, right? Probably. Then they still have, like, treasure working with, like, the Oni Cult and everything. More land. That's not good, guys. Okay. It's gonna be Larcenist. Take out that 4/4. Submit 0. Oh, we could turn the Oni Cult too. Yeah, turning the Oni Cult into treasure could be really cool. But I think we get rid of that 4/4. And then full swing. That makes the most sense to me. They can block the 3/2, then activate Oni Cult, still gain 1. So what, they're going to be at like 7 here? And they still have 5 cards in hand. Anyone's game. It's too bad these were land, though. flooding a little bit. Oh, Oni Cult number 2. Oni Cult number 3. So much life gain. Oh no, and a bunch of chump blockers too, actually. So I think it would be, what, depending on what's in their hand, of course, they might want to utilize this one red mana that they got off the Sellsword's treasure. Up Nixilis. So a little bit more life gain as well. Dude, this looks terrifying. Oh my goodness, dude. And we will go ahead and discard here. Without any worries, we'll just get rid of that reef instead of taking more damage, because you never know. Like, the extra damage on 3 Oni Cults gets, like, it dwindles your life really fast, so. Since it's all land anyways. Oh, no, Restless. Oh, this would have been really good early on, though. Not a lot of great swings. We definitely got to hit Ob Nixilis again, at least one of them. So I guess we go Larcenist in the air. This Ob is going to survive just based on all of their... So everything else to face? Either way, if we go everything to face anyways, they have terrific blockers, so it's going to last that extra turn. We got to get at least one Ob Nixilis off of this board. Yeah, so they have block, activate Oni Cult. Looks like they're going to go ahead and use that devil to ping a pirate away as well. Oh, the flood is real. The flood is real, guys. They're going to let 2 go through over here. That's good. So they're going to keep 1 construct back for now. So they activate, they get 3 1/1s, right? Since it's, wait, do they not get the 3/1/1? 1/1, colorless construct, artifact, creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Did it already activate this turn? Am I missing something? I'm missing something. One or more artifacts you control leave the battlefield during your turn. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, well, that's good news. So we're actually, like, not doing too bad here. As a matter of fact... Oh, man, this would have been a great game for our Storm Captain, right? Oh, dude. So they can do this and get 3 1/1s blocking on the ground again. But luckily, our Larcenist swings in the air to take care of that Ob Nixilis anyways. So the 3 blockers. And our Singer, giving flying to everything seems super essential right now. Yeah, might as well discard. Like I said, this damage can really add up really fast, so... Instead of taking an extra 2 from Ob Nixilis, every single turn matters, I would say. Still have 2 cards in hand. I'm surprised we even made it this far, dude. On that first Ob Nixilis, that was just wild. Eaten alive. Okay. Okay, the Ward 1, they have 1 mana open. With no flyers in the air, that Ob Nixilis is surviving, unfortunately. The first strike on the Spire. We have a Scry on the Spire, too. Oh, Captain! I feel like you're a little bit late to the show, Captain. Instead of some land a couple turns ago, I think that would have been huge, man. Oh, buddy. There's really no point in holding back because every turn, every chance they get, they're going to just keep swarming constructs. So if we full swing at Ob Nixilis, they have a block for each creature. So we might as well full swing at face and maybe... Actually, don't know. I don't know. I'm going to go face this time. Breeches? That's pretty good. That's good, right? That's a really good one to keep on top. Let's see where they end up blocking. They go double block onto the Scallywag. And they take 4. We got to remember, they are going to be gaining off of the Oni Cults, unfortunately. Yeah, the Scallywag was the double block because anything else that they double blocked, like if they did the Tomb Raider, then we would have gotten an artifact, which would have worked with the Storm Captain there then. Won it down to 4, did not activate Oni Cult. Gonna do it on their turn for the extra artifacts. Oh my goodness, they are restocking their hand and getting a map token too, which of course could go a long way for something like this. What on earth are you? Enters the battlefield or is put into the graveyard from the battlefield. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Oh, okay, so they can immediately do that with Oni Cult and draw another card, but they're going down to 2. I guess they still have the life gain off of Oni Cult. That looks like a lot, man. That looks like a rough deck to pilot. My brain would be melting with 3 Oni Cults on the board. Like, obviously, I'm struggling to even know what the opponent's going to end up being at the end of all this, too. At the end of their turn and whatnot. Keep the Ancient One on top. Yeah, they have 10 out of 8. So it can attack and block once they play it. So got 3 cards in hand. Another one. Back down to 2. So they could activate that again, gain some life. They'll still be chilling at 2. Okay, we're down to 9. They don't gain off of that because they don't have a devil. Ancient One coming down being a really, really rough blocker, but they already had terrific blocks anyways. Even with the Breeches hitting this board. Just the chump blockers in general, right? So Breeches, we can take the Ancient One out of the equation. We probably still activate Restless Spire regardless. And when we probably put the counter on Storm. So we full swing. So if they didn't have a creature here, we had a really good chance. So activate. So we go, target creature can't block this turn, the Ancient One. And treasure token. And then we go counter on Captain Storm. This is wild, man. Oh wow, Spyglass Siren. You know what? I'm keeping it since it has flying. So they can block, and that trades with the Tomb Raider. It's still, yeah, as long as we're just like piling in swings, then that's what's important. Okay, they can sacrifice back up to 3. And they can just swing with Ancient One next turn, forcing a block from Breeches. Back up to 4. That trades in. And so I guess removal for Breeches ends it, but I think like this was heavily leaning towards the opponent regardless, right? It is. Oh, Kitesail Sword to the face, dude. Good game. What a wild Grixis deck from the opponent. Really cool. Like I said, that looks rough to run, dude. I'd be terrified. That's one like I'd have to practice or something beforehand. I feel like there were so many decisions that the opponent had to make there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go over the deck one more time. Is it Pirates? Let's see. Here's the deck list again. It was actually pretty hard to get artifacts on the board, huh? Something I would consider is maybe dropping a couple Scallywags down to 2. You're losing some pirate value, but then like you go up something else that gives you artifacts. And I think that would actually be pretty good, right? Like just more artifacts on the board for Tomb Raider. We didn't even get to see Diamond Pickaxe do too much because the one game that we got it out on, we just didn't have enough mana to effectively do everything. And then the other games, we had like too much mana and like we were generating so much extra ramp too. So I think 22 is fine. I really don't know if we'd want to drop anything or go up any mana either. So I think 22 is fine, especially with the double Soaring City as well. Cavern of Souls was awesome. Who knows how much this actually helped today as far as counterspells go, right? Really like Captain Storm. It's that concept, man. It felt like it was pretty tough to get artifacts onto this board, so yeah, I could see dropping a couple Enterprising Scallywags and going up just more that gives us more artifacts, right? I didn't get to see Roaming Throne, unfortunately. Oh, dude, the Singer. Zephyr Singer or something like that. This was really good. Imagine this in that last game. Just being able to fly over all those chump blockers. This was kind of an MVP today, and it's not even a new pirate. Either way, yeah, dude. It was really good. I like it. I like it a lot. If we drop a couple Scallywags and go up more ways to get artifacts onto the board, what would they be? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What would you add or take out? And maybe we drop down to like 1 Diamond Pickaxe because it wasn't like essential, and the only thing it really did was supply artifacts for us, and since we barely got to see it anyways, I could see this as a one of and maybe go up some removal or something. Some kind of removal in that last game would have been really good too, right? Being able to take out just one of their chump blockers potentially could have gotten us there. The triple anvil though was rough since they could gain so much life every turn if they needed to. The Breeches was really good. This is a 3 of, totally worth it, even though it's legendary. Has a pretty good target on its back just because it's doing so much in here anyways. Also, the Larcenist was sick too, and I like the double Plundering Pirates actually. I don't mind this at all. So yeah. I guess that's that, huh? If you guys made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you. Definitely let me know what you would add or take out. This was an interesting one. I think maybe Pirates have a small chance, and maybe we need to like go more into like a tempo side of this, so that way, yeah, some kind of like tempo additions could be neat. I mean, we'll be revisiting Is It Pirates at some point, hopefully in like the next month or so. So either way, guys, I'll see you in... Oh, hey, by the way, let me know what you think of the new Red Cat art. I totally forgot to mention that earlier, I'm pretty sure. I mentioned it in the other 2 videos that I recorded so far. Let me know what you think of the new Red Cat art. It's not always going to be a pirate Red Cat. That's just for Ixalan early access and maybe some other Ixalan videos as well, especially when we play pirates, right? So, the official, like the normal Red Cat art is in the, just like the first couple seconds of the recent Goblin video I put up. So that's like the normal Red Cat. So definitely let me know what you think of the new art down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.